I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. My mom had lived in Washington, D.C., and she raised me in Houston as a single mom. We didn't have much in the way of material things, but she definitely emphasized higher values of honesty, integrity, perseverance, and resilience, and taught me about the Lord. Moved to Austin in '85, attended the University of Texas, and started to think about law school in my senior year of college, and ended up going to Texas Tech Law School in Lubbock and received a degree from Texas Tech in 1993. I had a desire to speak on behalf of people that I felt needed to be represented. Therefore, when I represent a client who's had their livelihood taken away from them, or they've suffered a tragic loss, because I've been in situations where life was difficult, especially as a child, I think I have developed an empathy for people when they're going through those hardest times. So when people ask me about my law practice, I tell them generally that it's a very selective practice. I typically handle catastrophic personal injury cases involving a product defect or the negligence of a corporation. Unfortunately, the only thing I can offer them is monetary compensation through the jury system. And like I tell juries, our system only has one way of compensating people who have been harmed, and that's by taking enough monetary value and trying to offset the harm. So my practice is really about bringing justice to people who have suffered unspeakable loss. I personally handle each case that I touch. I do the initial client interview. I prepare the clients for deposition. I personally educate the clients on the entire litigation process, from the filing of the lawsuit through the stages of discovery to taking the corporate representative depositions to preparing the case for trial. And it's very much a hands-on, me personally holding the client's hand. I don't delegate that to an associate. It's me working on the case, and that's the way I personally like to practice law, one case at a time. To really personally invest in what a client has endured, you have to be willing to weep with those that weep. You have to be willing to step into their shoes. You have to be willing to understand what has been taken from them. When somebody brings a case to our firm, they are going to be comforted by the fact that from the moment we put our hands on the case, we are preparing the case for trial. We are sending a message to the other side that we are going to trial, and our results speak for themselves. We try cases. What I've told clients that come to me is that I'm going to represent you as though I were representing a family member. You're going to have access to my personal cell phone number. You're going to be able to call me whenever you have a question. I'm not going to do anything other than provide you service as though you are the most important client to me, because you are. And that's what the clients will tell you, that when I take their case on, there's no quit.